Super Idol di Charo, donate me to 10 by Chung for the
Mark Darrah. They turn your ass up, bro. They turn your ass up. Yeah, okay. So, I didn't expect to be making a video on Mark Darrah. It's so weird, bro. Like, I genuinely never expected to. Listen, he's a dragonage guy. I've been watching him for like 3 years, I think. You know, I watched this shit as like a podcast, and I'm driving to school and shit. That was some good moments, you know. I mean, I didn't like, going to school, but I mean, like, this was nice, bro. Like, I like listening about dragonage and shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love the universe. But the last game, just like, oh my god, bro, I don't even know what we're doing. So, yeah, but anyways, yeah, I love me some Mark Darrah, but he had a take, which, I watched it at first. This was like last week. Was it last week? Oh no, this is 2 days ago. Okay, so what the fuck did I watch last week? That was, I don't fucking know, but yeah, oh, okay. What the hell is this? Members only? But anyways, yeah. Mark Darrah. I've been watching him for a while. He had this shit. I had this on in the car, and I think I was driving home, maybe, or driving to work. I don't know. I think I was driving home. Usually it's when I'm driving home from work now, and I was listening to it. I watched it, obviously, and I was like, okay, Mark. Man, so his whole point is just like, because the veilguard was $70. Okay, I mean, well, you can put this to any game, right? Because there's a lot of games that are getting $70, and then like they turn out to be shit, and then people get laid off. His main point was like, don't be a dickhead, don't be cruel to people that are losing their jobs and shit. Because, oh, you didn't like what happened to the game. Because it's probably not their fault. Maybe it's probably, most likely, somebody else's fault. It's not their fault. They just work there. So don't personally attack them. And I agree with some of his points. Like, yeah, obviously, like, I mean, it's better if you don't, like, attack people. Especially on their, like, personal accounts or some shit. But some other things, I'm just like, if people, want to criticize a game, right? They want to criticize a game for it being shitty. Well, let them, because it was shitty, right? I mean, freedom of speech, I mean, if a game is bad, people are going to say it's bad. I mean, that's just how it is. Even worse if it's $70. Holy fucking hell. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's even worse in that sense. But I mean, I wasn't one of the motherfuckers, on his video and like fucking shit talking. I'm like, my god. And he's the type of guy who actually, it's
Did you
not.
read the title?
Jesus Christ, he just comes out the gate yapping. Yeah, he's the type of guy to respond to comments. Like, he responds to everybody's comments on a post. And so, as you can see, dear God Almighty, yeah, it is a lot. Oh god, he says, welcome, current dislike ratio sitting at 21%. If you're coming here from your favorite streamer, this is also because of Asmongold. It's mainly also because of Asmongold. Well, he saw the article, maybe one of his editors or whatever saw the article. They like tagged it into his show list, his doc, and then he looked at this shit. That's why I was surprised. I'm like, what the fuck is Mark Darrah doing on the Asmongold video? Because I watch Asmongold. I gotta finish that fucking avowed shit. Jesus Christ. So I don't know. I'm a mixed bag on avowed. Well, I mean, I have my reaction to the IGN review coming out the next day after whenever I post this shit. But I was just like, oh, Mark Darrah, oh lord. I mean, yay, his channel's getting more views and shit, because I like Mark. But it's also like, oh man, not for this take out of all the videos, man. Right? This one is the most controversial, I would say. I mean, this is the one where I kind of got like, I wouldn't say a little, I would say like a little annoyed at Mark. I'm just like, man, like, I mean, if the game is bad and I'm just gonna say it's bad. It's bad, right? I mean, if people can say whatever they want, unfortunately, right, about it, they can, like, be say all these types of things. I mean, it shouldn't, say like racist shit or some shit like that, right? But I mean, you can't like stop them, But yeah, let me read some of the comments. Discriminate against wide groups of people, blame the victim, lose profit. Yeah, sounds like the opinion of someone who puts out a dog shit product. And the thing is, he didn't even like, he was a consultant, so he didn't really work on the game, so to say, right? I mean, he hopped on like a year before it was released, when that bitch was in alpha stage, I think. So he helped, like, I guess the game, but like, you can't really, for what the game turned out to be. I mean, there's only so much you can do, my boy. There's only so much you can do. So, here's the issue. We've tried telling you exactly what we hate about the games being made in the West in this last decade. Well, I would say in the last, let's say 5 years, okay? They were fucking up since like 2015, 2020, and they should have known by like 2020, 2021, but apparently no. Do you know what happens when a person does exactly what you say and tries to tell very specifically, but they don't want in their games? They get banned from all discussions by people like you. That's what happens. So tell me, how do I get very specific about all the things I never want to see in my games, let alone pay for them? If whenever I do it, I'll get banned and my thread gets deleted. Enlighten me. Well, Mark responds to everybody here. So, yeah. He responds to everybody. Yeah, man, it's crazy nowadays. Game devs give us YouTube content instead of good games. True, but he's not making game. Well, I think he is still making games, but he was just consulting on dragonage, right? And that didn't work out. Well, I mean, I don't know what exactly he was consulting, but it was like at the end of when the game was like pretty much done, right? So, I mean, he got a bag for that. Yeah, that's cool. But like, at what cost? At what cost? What the fuck is? I don't know if I dropped. Like, felt kind of cold right there. Attack the gamers. Gamers retaliate. Pikachu phase. It's really like a lot of people are just like fed up, about like all other, and it's also not like the same. It's not the same motherfuckers making the games most of the time now, or maybe at least like half the time. But even so, it's just like it's not the same. It's not the same as the older games, and that's the main issue everyone's having. Like, it's just too much change. They're not sticking with the original formula, which made the original games good. That's another thing. Also, with the people with the DEI, keep your woke shit out of my game and stuff like that. I will say, in this game specifically, I won't say woke, but there is definitely like, you can't be your own character in the Veilguard. You're a therapist. You're literally so happy-go-lucky. None of the dialogue options make any difference. You choose the same one. It's the same fucking thing as the other 3 options. There's no role-playing to it. It's not like it doesn't feel like a role-playing game. I mean, yeah, it's an RPG, quote-unquote, but you're really not role-playing at all. I mean, you're just going through the movements. Like, it might as well not even be any dialogue, pauses or anything. Just let the character talk for themselves. I mean, because that's just how it is. Yeah, so, I mean, like, just shit like that. And just, like, putting certain things at the forefront that shouldn't be at the forefront of the story, Just annoying shit. And then characters doing annoying shit. It just... My God, it's just too much. I'm just getting flashbacks of Veilguard, bro. My God. Yeah, I mean, it's just shit like that. And everyone complains about the toss shit, like, oh, don't put this gay, binary, woke shit. Why the fuck? Why are they saying non-binary? The shit, all that shit. I mean, for me, my main thing about toss, I mean, they were just annoying. Their character was just annoying. I didn't like them at all as soon as I met them. And in terms of, like, character development, I mean, it was still annoying. They were still annoying. So nothing changed for me, bro, in terms of me liking her, When studios call the gamers racist, trans, slowly pieces of shit, losers, pathetic, and any other insult in the book just because they criticize the game. I've never seen someone from the industry making a video to protect the customer. You want empathy and civility, do your part and call it the bad apples in your industry as well. But we know you won't do that because you will be afraid of being blacklisted, and you know that, and that proves our point. Pretty sure you came from a video doing exactly that. Yeah, these are all like Asmongold fans. They're all Asmongold fans. Though to be fair, whoever like wrote the article kind of, I think boosted it a little bit. I'm not sure what the comments were like, because I remember I watched the video. It was like 2K views. It's kind of normal-ish for Mark, but I guess it was like a little bit more because of, you know, what the context of the video is. But I don't remember, you know, what the main comments were about. If I read them, I don't think I did, because I watched it or I listened to it like a podcast. But yeah, if you go to the freaking the Asmongold comments, as soon as Mark said you know, oh, the 3 million subscriber streamer, I'm just like, oh yeah, it was Asmongold. I knew it was Asmongold. I knew it. I don't even have to, you know. Yeah, because I was like, oh damn, Mark got a lot of views. It's like, oh, that's why. They insulted us for years. We screamed them to listen to us. Now they cry. Whatever, man. Yeah, and I will say, Mark has been very defensive of a lot of his games, or like games that he worked on, I will say. He has been like, you know, pointing out, okay, what went wrong with like Anthem or whatever the game. He goes into details, but he still ranks the games as like pretty good. Yes, I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Like, I mean, same with like Inquisition. You know, it's not the best, but game of the year, right? And it's, I will say, it's definitely above Andromeda and Anthem. I don't even gotta play those two games, and I just know, bro. You know. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking like, yeah, he is definitely like a very, I would say biased, but he tries to like hide the bias, you know. Yeah, that's how I felt about him, like when I was like watching his channel and his videos and shit. I still watch him, I still like him, yeah, because he gives good advice, but he always like defends his actions and like every other people's actions and shit. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad about talking about Mark Darrah, guys. No, but that's how I feel. Like, he's very defensive, and that's fair, you know. Protect you know, defend yourself, protect your peace, you know, defend your friends and shit. But like when it comes to, you can't really defend Veilguard, by the way. You can't. You can't, man. You can't. And he tries to not like, you know, with dragonage and shit, he doesn't like say the actual name of the game in his videos and shit, but you kind of get an understanding of like what he's talking about. And also because, you know, he's the Bioware man. Like, he worked on like all these games and shit. So I mean, he's definitely talking about those experiences. But when it's something like this in particular, like this topic, yeah, he don't really give the name. He don't give the name of the game. We know the game, we know. But I do agree that, you know, you shouldn't be shitting on, like, you know, the developers single-handedly. You know, it bad, and like, you know, I mean, criticize it, yeah. It is better to do it on the main page of the, you know, what he said in the video, like the main page, or like the actual studio shit. Sure, you know, give your criticism there, but like attacking them individually is yeah, it's kind of wild. But I mean, like, I don't know, Asmongold in his video, he's like, oh, but when they're the people, when you know for sure, and, you know, the public knows who made the game, and eventually you know, you can't be thrown around, you know. I agree with Asmongold too. Like, you can't be like going back, oh no, they did this, oh no, but they did this too. But no, you can't blame them because it was actually EA or some bullshit like that. Eventually you gotta it comes down to the, you know, it gets revealed, you know, it becomes obvious like who, you know, put the game in this spot. You just gotta roll with it. So that's how I feel. This dude's got the guts to call us a rock. Yeah, nobody knows. Reduce. No, but he is very confident. I mean, that's just like, his opinion. He is definitely gonna die on that hill, 100%. I mean, guys, I've been watching his videos for a while. Like, he is definitely a developer #1 type of shit, right? Which is fine, which is good. Yeah, protect the developers, but um, I'm pretty sure he's not blind to what's been happening in the industry. The past couple of years, especially the past 3 years, with all these shitty games coming out. So, Skull and Bones, Kong, fucking Golem, Redfall. These are all 2023 games. 2023 was just terrible, bro. The only good game there was Baldur's Gate 3. Armored Core 6, I think, too. There's a couple good ones, but, like, I mean, just ones that you can count on your hands, right? But no. Oh, God of War. No, that was 2022. Anyways, yeah, I mean, but it's not a lot of games. I mean, it's been going downhill ever since, so, I mean, that's all I gotta say. I mean, I still like Mark, yeah, for me, he the Dragon Age guy. John Dragon Age type shit. So what do you guys think about Mark Darrah? What do you guys think about, Asmongold and his views and shit? I mean, we didn't watch the video. I mean, I already watched the videos. I'm just like talking about it afterwards, right? We already know. Oh yeah, Notch don't give a damn anymore. Oh no, someone got their feelings hurt on the internet. Great reporting, helps a lot. Patrick Weeks, yeah. Which is a Bioware? Is the modern audience large enough to financially support your Marxism, or are you subtly admitting it's too small? I'll gleefully celebrate layoffs when you defiantly oppose your core audience for DEI points, play stupid games. When stupid prizes. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it sucks that people lose their jobs and shit. And that's also what he was talking about, too. Like, yeah, it sucks. We definitely, like, yeah, it feels bad, like, shitting on them. But, I mean, people are gonna shit on it anyways. I mean, when you make a bad game, I mean, this is what happens. I mean, this will what will most likely happen, because you got Marvel Rivals. I didn't even talk about that. I mean, it's really, Marvel Rivals shit was just like, it was like a Seattle. It was the only American studio they had for NetEase. They were mainly like, people were like, oh my gosh, no, they fired the director. He was just like the support. I mean, it's still bad. Like, I would rather them have their job, especially because Marvel Rivals was like success, and they definitely helped out in that sense, especially for like Americans and stuff. But yeah, that is unfortunate. Definitely did not want them to lose. But yeah, you got like lose their job, but you have like games that are successes, and these motherfuckers, Hi-Fi Rush, and these motherfuckers still get, laid off or fired. And I think Prince of Persia, I think too, those motherfuckers got like fired or some shit, even though the game, like, I think that one won an award too last year at the Game Awards. So whenever one of those games, Ubisoft, they don't give a damn. So that's just how it is nowadays. You don't know. Honestly, if you're a game developer, after shipping out a game, expect to be fucking fired at this point, whether it's good or not. But yeah, I mean, but this is what some people are saying, in response to Mark Darrah. Like, if you make a bad game and the game is bad, it's not surprising that they got laid off and people are like celebrating it. So I'm just like, I can understand that. I mean, yes, I'm sad that they lost their jobs, but also, I mean, the game was bad, and they got 3 chances, to make a good game. You got Anthem, Andromeda, and now this, and so I want them to have, like, a job, right? But I can't say, yeah, but I'm not gonna shit on them, obviously, because losing your job is horrible, but, like, yeah, so yeah, but anyways, yeah, I mean, if it helps us get a good Dragon Age, I'm not really superly opposed to it, but, I mean, still, losing your job fucking sucks. There's a lot of layoffs lately, so, oh, get fucked, you sack of shit, Jesus Christ. anyways. I'm pretty certain that the community correctly identified the creatives responsible for carrying transgender and non-binary content in the dragonage that made the game a joke on YouTube and alienated large segments on. Yeah, I mean, like, that's what the God, like, Jesus, it's just so much. It's so much. And it's not even like, okay, yeah, you put the LGBT barbecue shit in my face, sure, whatever, but like make the game fun or something. But it wasn't even that, so yeah, I mean, they just got the boot for that, you know. Start making games people actually want to play. It's not like these people are listening to feedback anyway, so voting with our wallet. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So voting with our wallet is the only way to get the point across. If that's what happened, I wanted a Dragon Age game. That's not what they made, so I didn't buy it. Simple. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, voting with your wallet. Yeah, and they've been given like so many chances. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Right? I mean, like, yeah, EA wants to speed things along and like wants something done at a certain point, but there's just like no, the game was just bad. It was just bad. I mean, go watch my review. Like I just said, it's too much shit to talk about, but yeah. Learn to mind call. Oh lord, they're doing this shit. Bioware is full of freaks now to ruin the franchises they deserve. Worse, to be honest. Bioware abandoned their core fan base a long time ago for fringe trendy wokery. Jesus Christ. We are not fans anymore. We are full-time non-binary critics. They did this to themselves. Yeah, oh my god. Get wrecked, nerds. Friends don't let friends drink soy milk. I also celebrate him crying about it. Oh lord. Oh lord, Mark, bro, they are on your head, man. But that's about it. You can already guess the rest of the comments. We don't even have to go through most of that shit. But that's how I feel. I mean, yeah, I you know, at a certain point, right? I mean, yeah, I mean, don't harass the people, right? Like, you know, on their social media. I'm against that, you know, especially like causing harm to them and shit, right? But you can't criticize people. They do have a online public account, so I mean, I personally wouldn't do it though. I'll just be doing it on my YouTube channel. You know, I mean, just talking about the games and shit on my YouTube channel. You know, we don't need to. I mean, we point fingers, but like, I mean, it's pretty obvious, you know, what happened, right? So there you have it. So that's it. That's about all. What do you think of Dragon Age? What do you think about Mark Darrah's points? We didn't really go into Asmongold. Well, I mean, I watched Asmongold's video. I mean, he agreed with some of the points, obviously. I mean, like, you know, common sense points, but yeah, obviously, the rest of it, yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't. And so did this fan base didn't either. So we'll see. I'm not sure what Mark is gonna do, and he might make a response video. He might like just continue doing him. So we'll see. I mean, I'm still gonna watch Mark Darrah. I'd still like him, but you know, I've been knowing this for a while now. Ever since I watched his channel, I'm just like, oh yeah, he's super biased. But like, you know, people can be biased, but this is just like, oh my god, Mark, you know. But I still like him. I'll still watch his videos, obviously. Like, I don't hate the guy. I'm just like, oh no, you're wrong, I hate you, you're my friend, you type shit. I don't, guys, it's not that serious, right? It's not that serious, especially when he was just a consultant on the last game. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the future.
Shot at a black man and took his shoes. Customized my AR like a Black Ops 2. Just scammed a white kid out of some Gorilla Glue. I don't wanna fuck this bitch, she smell like poo-poo.